Hello and welcome. I'm Marquette and this is Mind Body Dallas. Today I'd like to talk to you about declaring and the power of your spoken word, declaring from a place of knowing versus wishing, hoping, begging. This includes begging to God. So I'm asking you to change your prayers, change your thought life, change your inner state. When we are in a state of desperation and we believe we don't have a thing, then we pray and we beg and we plead to get it, which keeps us locked, ironically, in a state of wanting or hoping or begging. But you are not a beggar, you are a manifester, you are a creator. So step into your free will, step into your creative mindset, step into your strong, capable creator, and create your life with your spoken word. If you remember that in Genesis, God spoke and the world was formed. He spoke, he said the word. So we are created in God's image to speak and create the world that we live in. So if you know people with their lives are crumbling all around them, usually they speak a lot of ill. They complain all the time. They talk constantly about what they don't want rather than changing their focus and using their free will to construct a life that they do want. So your words have power. Your words are creative, not descriptive. You're not describing something you don't like. You're actually creating more of it. You're amplifying it. You're accentuating it by talking about it. So if there's something that you don't like, do not talk about it. Talk about only what you want, your dreams, your desires, and speak present tense. Speak from a place of knowing that you already have it, because everything is connected. Everything. You are as connected to something that you want, something, a person, place, or thing, someone, or an opportunity. You're as connected as that job you want, that spouse you want or desire, that what I like to say is your spouse. Like the spouse that is yours by divine right, under grace in a perfect way. The house that is yours by divine right, under grace in a perfect way. What does that even mean? The job that is mine. I hate my job right now. I'm working at this sucky job that and then you start entangling yourself even tighter with this job you don't like. But let's talk about that job out there that exists in the quantum field. If you want to learn more about the quantum field and quantum entanglement, please check out Dr. Joe Dispenza and Dr. Caroline Leaf. Both of those will give you everything you need to know about. One of my favorite books is Switch on Your Brain by Dr. Caroline Leaf. It's amazing. And also Dr. Joe Dispenza, his book called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. So check out both of those, but otherwise just understand with me now the simplicity that you are creating your reality by the words you speak. So make sure that you're always using words that are kind, uplifting. One of my favorite acronyms is think before you speak, right? Yes, of course, I don't want you thinking so much, but for grins, go with me here, that I want you to think before you speak. So pause. There's always power in the pause. It makes you look a lot more elevated and eloquent anyway. So take a breath, pause, and think before you speak. T, is it true? Yes, it's true. But H, is it helpful? No. Actually, what I was about to say is very true, but not helpful at all. Okay, then don't say it. THI, is it inspiring? Think about this word inspired or inspiring or inspire. You are in spirit with something. You are entangled in the quantum field with this thing. So make sure that what you're saying, that you're not in spirit with something that you don't want. So is it inspiring? Will it lift someone else up? Is it inspiring to what we generally call good vibes or happy, joyful, inspiring? T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? Sometimes these things are just not necessary, just going on and on, blah, 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 just absolutely wasting hot air. You're just kind of blowing hot air. You're just talking for the sake of talking because you don't have the maturity and wisdom yet. You will after this video, but you don't have the courage, the discipline, the maturity, the wisdom to just be quiet. Just count to 40, count to 60, see what happens. Let the other person speak. Or just stop talking in general to yourself all the time. Like, just be quiet. T, H, I, N, is it necessary? K, is it kind? If it's not kind, if that person was sitting next to you, would you be saying that? And if not, then don't say it, because actually the person you're talking to is going to think, well, gee, if she's willing to say that about Molly, then I bet when I leave, since Molly isn't here and she's talking like this, I bet she's going to talk like that about me. So you're losing trust with them. Every bad word, ill word you say, every gossiping word that you let loose, you lose more trust in friends, family, colleagues, neighbors, anyone you come into contact with. When you gossip about people and it's not kind and you say something ugly, it makes you look ugly, because out of the heart comes these words, and they start to see, ooh, that's in her heart that she's willing to say that. It sounds judgmental and egotistical and shaming and ugly. It's just not nice. It's also not necessary. Y'all, it doesn't elevate you at all. It reveals you. It shows what's in your heart. And so if you were to record yourself and you would think, oh, I'm so embarrassed, then don't say it. One of my friends says that her dad raised her saying, if you don't want these words written on the cover of the Dallas Morning News in the morning, do not say it. And it's so true these days. You got to be really careful. Watch your mouth. So think before you speak. Think not just when you're speaking to others, but before you speak aloud in your house or to yourself, because sometimes we're speaking so mean to ourselves. You idiot, why did you back up into that? You idiot, you burned the toast. You idiot, you forgot this or you forgot that. Well, you would never talk to a friend like that, hopefully. And so anyway, enough said, right? So make sure that you're speaking kind words to yourself too that are constructive. Yes, it's okay to have constructive criticism. If it's bringing you up and making you better, fine. But don't just beat yourself up for the sake of beating yourself up. Remember, act as if. It's so important that you act like the person that you want to be. So if you want to be, say, a violinist or a pianist or a golfer, all of these, you might have heard the 10,000 hour rule. You want to become excellent at something, a great salesperson, a vice president of a company. So you want to be excellent with people skills and organized running an organization, I should say. So you need to be what? Organized. You need to be excellent at communicating, excellent at leadership. Read all of those books. If you're just like, I want to be the VP of my company, but you're sitting around eating Cheetos, watching Netflix, y'all, that ain't gonna happen. That's not acting as if. That's acting as a wisher and a beggar, entitled, gimme, gimme. You're not a gimme, gimme girl anymore. And you're not just a go-getter either. You're not just gonna get from life. You're a go-giver. You're giving your best so that you will receive the best. You act as if. You give and receive. It's the law of reciprocity. What you sow, you will reap. So watch your words, because they are seeds, and you're sowing words into a garden always, every time. You're declaring. What I've said before, you've heard me say it plenty of times now, is your words are creative, not descriptive. You're not just describing a situation, you're creating more of that same situation. So be careful. Even the word abracadabra means as I speak, so I create. You're casting a spell, if you will. You're a self-fulfilled prophecy. You've heard of that, like, oh yeah, someone can be a self-fulfilled prophecy, good or bad. Well, you get to decide if something is good or bad, but you also are creating your life always. You're a self-fulfilling prophecy, whether the world calls that good or bad. You've chosen that. You are self-made rich, self-made poor, self-made healthy, self-made sick. If you're constantly saying, I'm so sick, I'm always sick, then you're always going to be sick. You're self-made sick. If you wake up in the morning and you have a little sore throat and you go, oh my gosh, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna miss that meeting, I'm gonna be get fired, and then I'm gonna be broke and sitting on the side of the street, I'm never gonna be able to pay my bills, and then I'm gonna die homeless and lonely. Wow, okay, poison, poison, poison. Your body has the most amazing pharmacy that we still have not been able to replicate, and we probably never will in this modern day. It gives you exactly what you need per moment, instantly, in the right dosage. All the drugs that we try to replicate. Check out Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, You Are the Placebo. It's also so good. But let's just say you wake up, same morning, but different self. You've changed your identity. Little sore throat, ooh. There's that fear, nope, not going there. Not today, she gone. She's dead. I'm not putting on that old dead body. I'm a new person. I have a sore throat. It's an opportunity. I'm gonna go downstairs. I'm excited, I'm healthy. I'm gonna kick this in 30 minutes. I'm gonna go downstairs and have warm water with a squeeze of lemon and a dash of honey. Kick that back and I'll be better in 30 minutes after a nice, wonderful healing shower. Medicine, medicine, medicine. What you've spoken over yourself. Act as if, as above, so below. Your mind tells your brain to tell your body what to do. Mind, body, spirit. Who is controlling your brain? Who is controlling your body? That's my whole life's work. Mind, Body, Dallas is connecting your mind and your body. You're much more than just a brain and a body. You are a mind also. Some people say that that's your soul or that's your spirit. Let's get into that later. It's a little bit philosophical. I do love to break that down, but not right now. Like I said, you are a manifester. I'm not talking about luck here. I'm not talking about you landing that deal tomorrow at work and selling, being the top salesperson at your work because of luck. I'm talking about an identity shift. Acting as if, what would she do? If I was the top salesman, what would I be doing right now? I'd be following up with people. If I was, not everyone wants to win the lottery, or not everyone wants to be a top salesman, not everyone wants to be a violinist, not everyone wants to be a golfer, but let's say, what are your desires? Find that desire, and what would she be doing? She would be practicing her trade, getting excellent at giving talks. She would be, if she wanted to be out dating someone, attracting your spouse, then you would be being the type of wife and girl that man is looking for. You would be, it's an answer to prayer on both sides. It's not just gimme, gimme. God, give me my spouse. Well, where would he be? What would he be doing? And are you doing those things? Act as if. I want a fit body. I want a six-pack by June. Well, are you eating clean? Are you practicing some fasting sometimes? Are you withholding some alcohol and snacks? Or are you eating Chick-fil-A every night on the way home and sleeping through your alarm and not hitting the gym? Y'all, you have to have disciplined, inspired action. Discipline. It's the root word of disciple. So whatever your discipline of choice is, you have to become a disciple of that thing. You have to then learn it, study it, practice it. I think I mentioned earlier the 10,000 hour rule. You might have to do a lot of things like learn how to meditate, learn how to fast. I'm gonna do a quick video on that later, but learn how to meditate, learn how to fast. Go to yoga, lift weights. Is it hard? Of course it is. Yes, yoga is hard because you aren't flexible. So you need to become flexible in your mind and therefore in your body, and it will happen easily for you. You need to be flexible to change. Like the old me would have said, no, yoga is hard. Horseback riding is hard. Lifting weights is hard. Being thin is hard. Okay, well, so is sitting on the couch regretting your life and going to sleep again one more time, sad that you didn't get off the couch and learn a new skill. Choose your hard. Being fit is hard, but being fat is hard. Being unhealthy is hard. Being healthy is hard. Choose your hard. Being married is hard. Being divorced or single is hard. Being financially disciplined is hard, but being broke as a joke is also really hard. So you're going to have to discipline yourself, whatever you want. And like I said, let's get you back to not just wanting or wishing, but whatever you say you love or like. I like to say, I like that, or I love that. I like that. Because when something comes up that you don't like, it's contrast for you. You can't even paint a beautiful picture or even an ugly picture. I can't even see these leaves if they were all green. If this whole pillow was green, I couldn't see that that was a leaf. You have to have contrast. That doesn't mean the white is good or the blue is bad or the green is good or bad. It means it's contrast. So when someone or something comes into your life to offer you confirmation or contrast, thank it and move on. Don't emotionalize it. Oh gosh, this blue is so bad. This blue is bad. The white is bad. All I wanted in my life was green. What am I going to do? Well, the white is so you can see the green. So you can paint a leaf. So you can have the picture that you want. So you have to what? Go into your visualization. Visualize. We talked about that in the last video. Visualize. Use your tool of visualization, meditation. Close your eyes and imagine what you like. And yes, what you don't like will offer contrast for you. But anyway, like I said, be her. You are manifesting an identity. You're not just manifesting all the things you want. In fact, some of you might even say, well, I want $1 million. Well, for what? Write down a list of all the things why you want that. The longer your list, the more things on your list you will become aware of. You'll start seeing these things, God winks. Things will start happening for you fast. It's because you're more aware of those things. Awareness is a very feminine energy. The feminine art of being rich is becoming aware that you are abundance, you are joy, you are a happy pocket full of money. Check that book out too, by Gigandi. A happy pocket full of money. So good. I am wealth. I am abundance. I am joy. I am these things. Abundance is not to be sought out. It's not to be found. It's to be expressed. You are abundant. You are abundance. You are joy. You are wealth. And when you're free and you have awareness of how free you are and how much money is pouring in from north, east, south, and west, all of a sudden you have all these opportunities to do what you want. So you would agree, you don't even want that actual physical paper money. Just for what? It doesn't mean anything. We've given it value. We've decided, yes, $100 buys you this or that. But when you give it to a doggy or a baby, they don't even know. They're like, what is this? It has no inherent value. It's even called currency. It's a current, it's a wavelength. We've decided that this currency, and so you want to be in wavelength, in frequency, in agreement. In the quantum field, you want to put out that same energy. You want to be a match for all the currency that's coming into you. It's just as easy as being a match for poor, scarcity, being broke. It's just changing the station. It's just changing your identity. It's changing you. Okay, y'all, I need to let you go. This is getting too long.